This is my super half-assed deck profile on my bed. Uh, there is like one proxy in this deck because the cards are in the post, but they haven't fully arrived. But we've got a side deck, we've got our extra deck, we've got a main deck. Go over this first, then this, and then this. This is ABC Galaxy, so ABC is a pretty good deck in format right now, as it didn't really get hit by the latest ban list, and it does pretty well against a lot of the matchups currently in the meta, I'd say. I mean, it's consistently topped at pretty much every Premier event, so that's pretty good. I think the deck's really fun. Union monsters are fun. They're just pretty good as well. I mean, the protection is really good, and the fact you can just pick what you want is good. ABC is really easy to get out, and it actually benefits from link formats, so it's pretty good. So let's go over the main deck. So we've got. Oh god, you have to give me a second. I've got one hand, so I'm gonna have to lay out the cards and then. Jeez, this is not an ideal situation. So you have to bear with me. There we go. So we've got. Free A's, free B's, and free C's. These are the bases of the deck. I see some running it at 2 if you need the space, I guess, but for consistency you want to run these at 3. This makes your boss monster. This also enables most of your plays with Union Hanger. So, just a quick rundown. A bounces monsters from grave. So all of these have an effect when they leave the field, which gives them something happens, and they also have a specific immunity when they're equipped. So A is immunity to monster effects, and when it leaves the field, it bounces a Union from grave to hand. B is immunity to spells, and it allows you to search from deck when it's sent to from field to grave. And C is traps and special summons 4 or lower from hand. So generically with these guys, you want to be seeing C a lot on field equipped to something. Ideally, the situation you want to have a C equipped to B, because the way this will then resolve, if you this is only if you have a legal target in hand already. Otherwise, C will not be able to activate. So you need any of these guys on board. You can then search for whatever A, B, or C you want, bounce it to hand, and special it with C. But you need to have a valid target, so a 4 lower Union. So you can have like an A or a spare C or a spare B, and then so say you've got B equipped to C, do whatever you do to make it leave the field, and then search A, saying you have a C or B in hand, special A, and then you've already got yourself an ABC there. The immunities are really good. Ideally, you want on your Union stuff the monster effect one most of the time, so prevents Masterpiece, prevents Pendulum Magicians. Hell, it even prevents like really weird shit. I'm trying to think of the other meta decks right now, but yeah, it prevents Masterpiece pop. That's the big one. Toad, yeah, can't Toad stuff. It's really good. The trap one is also, if they have back row, then you can obviously just stick on the trap one and basically it becomes Utopia, unless they've got like Book of Moon or something. So the B can be used in certain situations, but these two guys are your big ones. Again, this effect's really good. Like you can swarm as well with this pretty well. So making use of these guys' effect is good. There's loads of ways to make them leave the field, but obviously this is the call. I'd run it at free for consistency's sake. If you don't run it at free, it can be kind of sucky because you want more of these guys so you can make more than one ABC, which you can at times. But yeah, that's it. So just stick that over there, and then I'll go take out the other bit. We'll just, yeah. Pretty standard. We've got. Oh god, hold on. We've got free gold, free silver, if the camera will focus. Free gold gadget, free silver gadget. Again, this is pretty much staple in the core, as it's a normal summon for a free Union monster, because they're all level 4 or lower machines. And on Destruction, you can special summon another one of these guys, so you can... I believe this way's popular and stuff. Diamond Direwolf if you're on that. But it can also make a pretty good wall if you set this, if you really bricked and they sort of destroy by battle. You can special another, you can bounce, so you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like 6 attacks prevented for bouncing these guys, which is really good. And it's from deck as well, so you can even like special summon one from hand if you have another one, if it's by destruction. But these guys will help you go into your link monsters, help you go into your rank 4s. You really want to use your normal summon on these, and there's no reason not to run them at free, because, you know, it just synergizes really well with all of your level 4 or lower machines, because that's what you tend to be playing in this. So, now we're going to have to go into the deck again. Two Photon Thrashers. This is debatable. You don't need to put this in. I like it in because it makes a more consistent chance that you have a play, because it's another rank 4 or a link monster, and you can special this normal gadget special Union, and you have a link free right there. Like that's really good. You know, to get a decoder talker out that easy, just like that. Again, with your stuff, and it's a light machine. Now, this will be important. We'll probably talk about that next, but it's also important that it's a light machine. These are all light machines so far, and that's very important. He can't attack if there's nothing else on the field, which does suck, but to be honest, he is just a material, like, the majority of the time, so that doesn't really matter. Where's an autofocus button? Oh, that's much better. I'll just talk about this now because they're in the post, and they haven't come yet, but we've got the free season where they should be. Galaxy Soldiers. That's why this is the Galaxy build, because you play 3 of this. Galaxy Soldier is essentially a level 5 where you discard 1 light machine monster, or I think it's just 1 light monster, to special summon it, and when it's special summoned, you get to search another one. So it's a 3 card combo with 1 Galaxy Soldier and then any 2 light machines in hand for a Cyber Dragon Infinity. Now this is really good because not only can you dump your ABs and Cs to grave to use with ABC, you're also making Infinity. Infinity can be a really good boss monster, and also because he is a light machine, you can equip your Union stuff to it as well. So you can easily like make an Infinity, equip it with A, or you can say like, you know, even like bounce it back or something like that. Because you can equip it as well. You can equip on your turn. So like I've had some crazy plays where you set up crazy big Infinities, and like I've had Infinities with every single one on, and it's like, you know, free neg anything, is immune to everything. It's like Masterpiece on steroids. Can you I mean, Infinity is easy to out. That's not really a it's not really a scarcely known fact that Infinity is easy to out, but they still have to use something to out it. And you get like 1 negate at least. So if you play it right, you can really disrupt their strategy. I like this build. Like, compare this to the 60 card Brilliant Fusion build, or any Brilliant Fusion build. You will draw Garnet at some point, which is just part of the deck because it bricks a lot. But I prefer this. This is way more consistent, but it's not as powerful or fast as the Brilliant Fusion build. It's also cheaper, relatively. The Galaxy Soldiers are actually quite expensive. That's why they're signed for. Now, the rest of the main deck lineup. Two Ghost Ogres, 1 Max C. You know, your hand traps, Max C, you should always be running in everything ever, because it's really good. It's free draws. Unless you're playing True Draco, but it's still usually free draws. Like, even True Draco now, they can't play it pure, so... yeah, it's free draws and everything. Oh dear. And Ghost Ogre is, you know, your hand trap. It deals with diagram, it deals with, you know, loads of stuff. Loads of cool stuff. You can also run Ghost Ashes and just take out other stuff, but I am too poor for those, so I just run 2 Ghost Ogre, because they're relatively cheap. That's the main monster lineup, so... lots of Swarmen, lots of Maken stuff. So now we'll go into the spells. So effectively 6 copies of Union Hanger, because you're playing free terraforming and free Union Hanger. This is so essential to the deck. It's not even funny. This is your big playmaker. This is what you want to open every time. That's why we run the tree terraforming and free. I've even seen people play set rotation, which you can do, because this field spell is so crucial. Basically, when you activate it, it's a straight up search for an A, B, or C. So just any Union monster you can search for. So usually you want to search C, normal C, and then equip B. Because when you normal summon any, or you summon at all, any equip monster, once per turn you can equip one from deck. So that usually allows you to get whatever effect you want off by, remove it from the field some way. Because it's the equip one. If you remove just like the thing it's equipped to, you also remove the other one from the field. And even though it's not destroyed, they still pop and go off. So again, my general advice would be C, equip B if you have other plays. If not, it's debatable, like A or whatever. And even then, you can like say like A, equip B if you already have something out, and then equip to ditch the one that's already equipped to that. Because if you like normal summon one of your equipped ones, you can equip it to any light machine. If you already got a light machine you want to get buffed up, you can put it in, and then you can ditch whatever you equipped, and so like B just searches from deck. So B is generically a safe one to like dump because you get the search, which is good. Just takes you whatever you want. You want an A next turn to protect your ABC, whatever. It's really essential though. It's most of your plays. Though, however, you can only activate one of these per turn. So if you're thinking about Union Hanger search, terraforming Union Hanger search, you can't do that because it would be too good. Too good, I tell you. Oh god, please back on main deck. Two copies of Forbidden Chalice. I like this card. I think it's really good to run a main deck. Negate on anything as a quick effect is pretty disruptive, and plus the attack boost can be good if you need it. But I usually main deck these in most builds I play. Basically, it's just really good. It's a fantastic quick play spell, and I would just recommend running it for the negate. Like, put it over their magician. You can pop their scales. Granted, they've got to use call. Fucks up frog. Put it on totally awesome. He can't do jack shit. What's the other meta deck now? Dinosaurs. You fucking stop the Book of Moon or Book of Eclipse even. It's really good. It's got loads of uses. Everything needs to activate. Cosmo, all that kind of crazy shit. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got a cold right now, so my coughing is terrible. We got a single soul charge because it's at 1. It's pretty good in this deck. You can recover your Asia Bija C's. You're playing a lot of Link monsters, so you can recover those. Recover resources to make more stuff, more Link monsters. It's one of those cards that's pretty good in a lot of decks, but I like it in this one because of just how reusable stuff is. Like, you bring your AZBCs back, and then you can make them again, and then they all pop off again, and whoa, crazy stuff happens. Oh, whoa, spoilers for the next card. Whatever spell and trap card removal you want. I like TT, because you can dump stuff to grave, get some graveyard set up, and also pop 2. Cyclone is also good, because you banish stuff. Draco's good. If you're banishing it, they can't pop stuff. It doesn't also require a discard as cost. That's the thing with TT, but it really doesn't matter what you play. I prefer Twin Twisters. You can play whatever, really. Again, Cyclone would be my other choice for this, but I might run Cyclone when it's cheaper. It's going to common reprint soon. Dark Hole. Play Raigeki if you want. I like Dark Hole because, again, graveyard setup, and it's way cheaper. You could probably play this and Raigeki if you really want to, and take whatever you want out from the build. But, it's good to have board clear. Ooh, so to stack the deck up properly. Yeah, that's good enough. Foolish Burial, more graveyard setup. This can probably be taken out for something else. I just don't really have much else I tend to play, so it's just sort of stuck in there from the original build I had of this. Probably putting a Raigeki in this place, to be fair. It's alright, it's not amazing though. Reinforcements of the army, get your thrashers, that's it. Again, this can probably be replaced with something called sided. These are like the two cards I tend to side the most out. But they do add to the consistency of the deck, so I main them. And then trap-wise, we have 2 strikes and a bottomless. Probably, like I side a lot of traps, so you can replace like the reinforcement, the dark hole. Even the soul charge can sometimes not be good. Bottomless basically fucks over loads of decks. Masterpiece if they've not done traps. Cosmo it's really good against. Pendulum Magicians it's good against. Strikes are probably one of the best traps in the game. You can strike entire pendulums right now. So if they do like a pendulum summon, remember you can strike the whole thing because it counts as one special summon. And again, monster activation. It's just a general be-all. Like you're paying a little bit, but you're outing loads of stuff. And that is the main deck. So now we'll just give me a second for me to clean this up, and we'll go do the extra deck. Oh dear. So, extra deck. First things first. I think it's probably granted, but ABC at 3. This is your boss monster. This is the thing that you make with your A's and your B's and your C's. Contact fusion, so no polymerization from anywhere, as long as it's not in handle deck. So field, grave, you can unspell the trap cards out if they're equipped. Banish them, make this guy. The best part of this is the resources are reusable. So his thing, he has 3k, big in the masterpiece, which really puts him at a big advantage of that 50 attack, because he can run it over. You can discard 1 to banish anything. It's a pop, but it's a banish, so you can banish return, you can banish any major threat that can be targeted, which is good. And it's probably its best ability is that in your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can destroy this, and then special summon 3 of your banished union monsters. So your A, your B, your C. So you reuse the material, you're losing the fusion monster, but you're bringing back the material. Loads of combos into this. My main one is you use the pop, and then whenever it's good next, you will destroy it. Bring back the banished guys. And you can put that into your Deco Talker, because usually you'll have one up if you do the combos right. And then you've got material for Deco Talker. Deco Talker's bigger, and the next turn you can just make him again and go for a DK. He's a good boss monster. He is a very good boss monster, and he's also at 3, which makes him pretty good. Yeah, run it at 3. If you're not, then you're just playing the deck wrong. I cannot pronounce this. Bujenti Tsukomi, Asian stuff. He is Pot of Greed. 2 level 4 light monsters. We're playing basically only lights in main deck, so that's good. He's a rank 4. He can save dead hands by giving you new ones, and also giving graveyard setup. So the discard can be good. And he's also draw power, so it's good to have this rank 4 in your deck. Gigayan X, I run 2. One of these should be 101 Silent Arc, but ignore that. 2 machines. You're playing like almost entirely machines. Search is good, such a gadget for next turn. He's a bit slower, but he can sort of set you up to unbrick your hands and stuff, which is really nice. Oh dear. Best Dweller, just gonna go for common rank falls now. So there isn't. Right, let's just do all the common rank falls. There you go. Castel, Best Dweller, Utopia package. I don't think I really need to explain these. Runs almost anything in the game, one of the most broken rank 4s. Well, yeah, he's basically a rank 4. Yeah, he's great. Runs almost anything, and has protection from everything when attacking, which is great. Castel, bounce anything you want. as long as it's face up, back to deck. Non-destruction, does target, he's also great. Abyss Dweller stops anything activating graveyard, fucks over Light Swans, good guy. Oh! Infinity package, because we're playing the Galaxy Soldiers. So you can run Transmodify to go into this guy. Well, go into Galaxy Soldiers to go into this guy. It's like the Utopia package, you just throw him over, doesn't really matter, ignore the stuff. Once per turn, you can detach, negate, destroy anything that activates, anything at all. So it is a strike on legs. He can also, once per turn, just target any attack monster, equip it to himself. So, one Masterpiece not immune to monster effects, just grab their Masterpiece, grab their Blue Eyes, grab whatever. And that also boosts his attack, because he gets 200 for each material you will have free, so he is 2-7. And then he gets bigger if you can equip your own stuff. Yeah, it doesn't matter, he just takes anything. He is a really good turn 1 play to get some setup and then go into your other stuff. So go into your ABC next turn, because they've got to out it somehow. So it's a hard out. Well, it's easier to out, but they have to do something to out it, which is the problem. Oh dear. And he's a light machine, so you can equip all your union stuff to it, which is really nice. Make him immune to monster effects, traps, whatever the fuck you want. And then we have our Link monsters, 1 Proxy and 2 Deco Talkers. A common combo that I tend to do is a 2-card combo requiring Thrasher, one of the gadgets, and any way of getting Union Hanger. And you also need 1 ABC in hand already. So what you do is Union Hanger, search C, normal C, get whatever special summon you want out, so special summon Thrasher or normal gadget to special summon the Union, special B, and then equip C, and then go into a Link 2, so it's removed from the field, so they prop, then you got your Link 2, and then you use B to search A, and the special A with C, and then you use that special to throw this guy away and make yourself your Deco Talker. And then you've got all the materials and growth to make ABC. It is an incredibly easy combo to get due to how many ways you can to make it, and you end board on Deco Talker and ABC, which is fantastic. Apart from that, Deco Talker is probably the best generic Link in the game, just free effect monsters for a reasonably big size beater that can neg and destroy anything that targets. Proxy Strike can also be brought back by Soul Charge, or just be made by himself if you already have Deco Talker from another way, just by getting free. And Proxy Strike is really good in this deck. It has, you're just preventing destruction by destroying your own stuff, and that means that they can pop. So you can pop your own ABs and Cs with that, get their effects off, which is good. It's very good, very, very good. That's the extra deck. So now, we're going to do the side deck. Well, my side deck. This is pretty bare bones. I'll just throw it together at the last second, but if I can remember what's in here, we'll see. Another Strike. Again, we play a lot of traps in this lineup. Strike. I've already explained why Strike is good, so yeah, Strike. Warning. Tend to side this in against a lot of decks. Most decks need to special summon, and this is a negate summon, so that's good. Yeah, Warning is just a good trap. Time Space Trap Hole. This is a non-destruction mass bouncing thing. You're paying quite a bit for it, but it's non-destruction, mass bouncing, non-targeting. But they have to special summon from from extra deck or hand. So, say they do their pendulum summon. You do this, you can bounce all of that back to deck. So they can't even re-pendulum summon that. But you are paying a bit of a hefty cost, which is the trade-off. Imperial Order. This should probably be Anti-Spell Fragrance, but I'm too cheap. Good against Pendulum Magician matchup. They can't activate their stuff, but you also can't. That's the problem. thing with anti-spell is that you can still activate things, you just have to set them first, which is probably better, but he is limited, so it's not too bad. Continuous, you have to pay upkeep, but it's really small, it doesn't really matter. Masks, Mask of Restrict. Oh dear. Prevents tribute summoning, so True Draco matchup. They can pop this really easily, but if they can't, they're kind of boned because they can't tribute. Can't make anything, the entire deck relies on tribute summoning, so that's my True Draco spicy tech. Trappist Track Hole Nightmare. When a special summon monster on that turn activates its effect, negate the effect and destroy a card. This is really good. However, it has to be on the turn, so that's the kind of nasty restriction. But at the same point, it's a really underway to trap the side in against loads of decks you wouldn't expect. It's like Warning. It's like Strike, but with no cost, which is good. Ring of Destruction. This is just random shit I throw in. It pops anything and then does burn damage. Sometimes this can push you for a win. And also it pops anything, which is good. But you can't burn them for win. You can burn them close to win. So this is a good starting game. Just do some burn damage. Fiendish Chain. Oh dear. Negates stuff, makes a con attack, stuns anything. It's a pretty common trap. Good against certain matchups, I guess. Call the Haunted brings back your Proxy Dragon, or anything. Mostly Proxy Dragon. Mirror Force just blows up their field. It's my preferred Mirror Force is just base. Mostly because, you know, it's good to have the base. You got about some stuff. Quaking doesn't work, so you don't really have that kind of removal. Yeah. So, yeah. Torrential can blow up everything. Generically a good trap. It's unlimited as well. Forbidden Lance, in case you need protection from spell and trap cards. Paleozoic is pretty good against. Good Lance, and then fuck that shit up. A Book of Moon. Fuck this, you know. It's non-destruction stun, so it's pretty good. Systems down, Fourth Mirror, because this is pretty good. Pay 1k, get rid of everything. There are A's, the B's, the C's. And yeah, that's your lot. So, what general advice would I give playing ABC? Make sure to use that tag out often. The tag out is really good the majority of the time. Link monsters are your friend. Don't do your A's and your B's in the wrong order. You got to think about chain links and how they're going to resolve. Other variants are good. Symphonic Engine is another thing to check out. In Circuit Break, we're going to be getting a dragon. I can't remember his name. He's good because he lets you go into some crazy combos of Fairy Dragon to consistently get out Deco Talk or ABC. So that's a good thing. Back row is important in this deck. Stun is like becoming the more popular variant, so just playing loads of back row and hand traps, and just the core is fine. The core, I would say, is 3A, 3B, 3C, Thrashers, Gadgets, maybe not Thrashers, but Gadgets, and your hangers, definitely. Proxy Dragon's really good. Bujinki's really good. Diamond Direwolf's really good as well, if you want to play him at free, because you're popping your own stuff, and you're just popping anything for free, essentially. Side deck probably can be better, it's current meta, it's probably a bit outdated. Yeah, that's your lot. Thanks, I guess.